The audio came back for the video intros, at least on my end. I changed nothing, but it's working, and it worked on the recording. So,
Yep. I saw that it was posted, so I figured something went right.
I mean, everything but the podcast, but
Yes, because then we inflicted people with this thing, but 1 out of 2 ain't bad, I guess.
maybe I'm getting more cynical in my old age, but I've never wanted something to fail harder than what I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
Legendary Apple designer Johnny Ive is working on a screenless AI phone. Isn't that what Rabbit and that Humane Pen and
I had the same reaction when I saw this headline, which I
Yeah.
refused to read the story because who cares? Yeah, a screenless phone. Yeah, AT&T invented it in the 1940s or whatever. It's we've had screenless phones for a long time. In fact,
GM
that's
has
one of
one
my
called OnStar?
yeah, right. Yeah, I think we had World War II field phones and walkie-talkies and whatnot.
I mean, the headline could be Johnny Ive looks to bring back voice communication. It's the same
Could
thing.
be.
I
I
mean,
would have to have read the story to know if that's true.
people are going to freak out when you find out you can actually use your phone to call people and talk to them.
Yeah. When I was a teenager, we were kind of prank calling people one day, and by which I mean literally we're prank calling people one day, and we were flustered or whatever when we called this kid Mike, and his dad answered, and his dad was like this crazy off the boat from Italy, like angry old guy, and so because I was not expecting to hear his voice, I was like, could I see Michael, please? And he goes, how are you going to see Michael on the telephone? I was like, hello. Good times.
The other fun headline out, and this one is, I think this one's worth a read just because you can read Google's sloppy reply. But according to Bloomberg, or I shouldn't say according to a post or a news post by Bloomberg, whatever you want to call it, it says publishers say site traffic has plummeted since Google rolled out AI overviews.
Right.
Which, if you read the whole thing, Google is like, well, we make changes all the time and it doesn't really impact traffic. Maybe they just got downranked. It's like, no.
I know. Google has no idea. Like, well, I'm sorry. Google doesn't ever want to publicly admit they have any idea how much sway they have over the internet and who goes where. So, yeah, this is the gatekeeper rule. We've been impacted by this.
Everybody has
a million times. Yeah. People, people forget this, but I forget the exact years, but in the early 2000s, like really early 2000s, you could throw up a blog and have like one banner ad on the top and maybe one power ad somewhere else and that was a career. Like you could make money, like money. And everyone was doing it. I knew guys from Microsoft who were doing it. And it was, excuse me, I'm sorry.
He gets a little choked up.
I'm all choked up over it. It was, it was real. And, Google changed the things. And I don't remember when they bought DoubleClick and whatever changed and whatever it was. And so, okay, like you could argue on the one hand, like, things have changed, whatever, blah, 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 different world. This was after the .com bust or boom or whatever it was, explosion. So it wasn't like we were, we had already settled into something that was like the new normal. But the thing I always think about when I think back on this is that the internet was much smaller then. So if anything, it should be more lucrative now. But maybe, I don't know, maybe that's the problem. Maybe fewer places to go. So the views get spread out. Or I don't know. I'm sure there's a, rationale for it. But I think the underlying rationale is Google now makes more money from ads than they used to. And that's what they're doing. Like they're always trying to squeeze more out of everything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep.
They only have questions, man. That's all they got.
Are they good questions or just?
Yeah, just stupid questions, really. Mostly just random asides.
I made a big change down to my backyard planning last night. This is the dumbest thing ever.
I'm sure is. Anyway, go on. I'm sorry.
Anyways, so on the far side of my house where the new drain is that I was worried about mostly because everybody's whatever flows towards it. I built like a culvert. I don't know, whatever you call it. Like it's not like a big ditch, but it's like if the water overflows the drain, then it goes in this little area and then would evacuate out the backyard and then eventually
I
dump on the
picture
backyard.
your backyard being this kind of Rube Goldberg thing of like
There's a lot of drains.
a lot. Yes, like you put a marble at the top of the yard and it goes through this crazy path and it goes around a wheel and it comes out the other end. Whatever.
There are a lot of ways in the backyard water can make its way from not hitting my foundation. I was trying to see if I had it. No, I thought. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is fill that in with gravel, like river stone or river rock or whatever you can get at Home Depot.
Yep. But are you going to put a thin veneer, a layer, if you will, of sod and grass on top of it?
Oh, no. I mean, it could, but the problem is that it's already under kind of shrubbery overhang.
No, sorry. It would look natural as rock.
And it's more of the, like, whatever. It is in the farthest side of the house. It's, like, right up on the property line. And the neighbor has tall hedges that are there that are kind of grown over. It gets no sunlight. It's always just been muddy there, so we're going to put some stone there or something.
I feel like, speaking of blogs, it's almost like you need a publication for this. Like you need a bradsyard.com kind of thing. You could have like a live cam that's always looking at it.
I do have a camera pointed in my backyard because I'm waiting for the freaking rabbits to get eaten by a hawk, which I got real excited because I saw some feathers on the ground. But then I went back and like looked at the camera and all I saw were rabbits around, but I haven't seen fewer rabbits at this point. The jerks. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's Johnny Ive's fault.
You need a yardless yard. Johnny Ive is going to invent the houseless house.
Isn't that Arizona? Like, isn't that Sedona?
Yeah, yes. And actually, unfortunately, large parts of California now, too. Like a lot of water restrictions and whatnot. Desert landscaping can look good. Just saying.
I mean, you could do like a rock garden, but then there's...
Yeah.
What would I do with all my money?
Rocks?
Besides throw it in?
What's this? You throw that by your kid. I bet you could figure something out.
Go out there and wax my rocks like every day so they're shiny. That's a euphemism for you. What are we doing?
I don't know. We do this over.
There's nothing else.
I know. By the way, yesterday was the slowest day in the history of days. Like I have never experienced a day like yesterday. Well, and nothing happened. Nothing,
just as long as you didn't look at your retirement.
Then nothing tech related happened yesterday, I think is the way to put it.